Hello, everyone. My name is Aaron Applegate, and I am a junior at UNC Chapel Hill, majoring in environmental studies and business, and minoring in entrepreneurship. Today, I'll be talking to you about my fall 2024 EcoStudio internship, where I interned with Calyx Global, studying renewable energy and industrial gas carbon credit projects. So Calyx Global is an independent carbon credit ratings agency. They're basically a third party that validates these carbon credits are legitimate and they're not being overcredited or undercredited or anything like that. Um, and a carbon credit is a unit of measurement that measures 1 metric ton of CO2 that is not released or avoided from being released. I mean, a carbon credit could be anything from a swath of land that you collect carbon credits on from the trees, doing what trees do, or you could be doing direct air capture, where you're literally sucking carbon out of the air, or it could be anything in between. And as you'll see, I worked on the industrial gas application of this. So the VCM, the voluntary carbon market, is where these carbon credits are traded, and that's mainly where Calyx operates. They rate these projects, and then that allows different prices to be set based on their rating. The main market for these carbon credits are large corporations looking to offset their carbon footprint, or individuals who would like to do so as well. And so when I was working with Calyx, I was looking into mainly biogas. So I looked into three things: biodigesters, wastewater treatment, and manure management. And all three of these convert waste into biogas, usually methane. And they can be used, or biogas can be used to heat appliances for cooking, for energy, or for other applications like heating as well. So specifically, some of the findings that I found um, are as follows. So for biodigesters, we found that the feedstock composition highly affected the rate and efficiency, as well as the retention time, microbial activity, and the temperature. So an example of this would be maybe you're in a very cold climate or you're live at a high elevation and you have cattle and you get their manure and maybe even your own if you want. I mean, it's a biodigester. It digests everything that is made of carbon, and it converts it by breaking it down into methane. And so the all these factors, the temperature, retention time, microbial activity, affect how much methane is being produced. And that was mainly what I was looking into for biodigesters. For wastewater, I was looking into specific factors, so organic load, non-organic load, and different things like that to see exactly what factors are the most important and what factors maybe don't need to be included in these carbon credit projects. As well as the nutrient balance. I had to look at a lot of academic journals about wastewater, different pH levels, just how to handle all this sludge. It was a wide range of things that I had to look into, as well as different regions. So I looked in North America, Asia, and it does vary wildly between regions. And then manure management, which is about the same thing as both wastewater and biodigesters. You're breaking down waste in order to get the methane from it, and stop that from being released into the atmosphere and using it for a useful purpose. And so for this, I had to find the correlation between two factors for Calyx so they could address a gap in their understanding of these projects. And so that included finding accurate methane potential emissions based on a baseline and seeing if projects were over or under that threshold. I also had to see what the animal diet was in different regions and see how that impacted the methane potential, as well as looking at other standardized methods and conservative estimates um, of these animal diet and these methane numbers, just to see if they're overestimating or underestimating the carbon credits that we are issuing. So overall, what I learned from this experience was researching. I would say that was the bulk of what I did. I looked into a lot of government documents, really dense grant articles, or I mean, really dense grants, and then academic articles, looking at really, really, really specific information. So it was really good to get that practice of really reading deeply into this type of journal. I also had to use my communication skills because Calyx is a completely online company. They're based in Colorado, but they have employees all over the world. And so my main boss, Steve, was in based in Virginia, but then another person that we often interacted with, Kier, was based in Ireland. So we had to kind of finagle our schedules and be crystal clear with communication so we know what time zone we're meeting in, what time we're meeting at, etc. I learned a lot about the voluntary carbon market, how it works, what makes a good project, etc. I really I was interested in this area before I got this internship, but I didn't really know a lot about it. And now I definitely would say I'm an expert on the area. I had to learn pretty much how everything worked, specifically with Calyx. There are a lot of different rating agencies out there. Calyx is one of the biggest, so that was awesome that I got to work with them. And as I said, yeah, they're a fully remote company. I also learned when to stop looking for information. So when I was doing all this researching, sometimes I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, and I hit a wall, I guess. And it was good to know that sometimes what I was looking for wasn't out there. And so I felt like that was a valuable thing I learned. Essentially, when the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, I guess you would say. So yeah, with that, I want to thank Calyx a lot for having me. I absolutely love this experience. I love the people I worked with. I thought it was so fun, and I really got a lot out of it. Also, thank you to EcoStudio, Brian Nace, and a special thanks to Chloe and Christine Schultz, who are my two mentors, as well as Steve and Kier. So yeah, thank you.